Hi, this is the introductory video for the London Center Study Abroad program in the fall of 2021. Just an overview of what you can look forward to in this program in terms of the London Center, being in London, some of the excursions we'll take throughout the UK. So here it is, and then you're welcome to email us if you have additional questions. First of all, to introduce ourselves, this is me and my family on the left. I'm Kerry Soper, a professor in the humanities program at BYU. I've actually done this program twice before, in 2009 and 2019. So I think I can help you make the most of this, right, in terms of orienting you to the opportunities in London and travel around the UK. The other professor, Peter Ward, from the Business College in Experience Design, is doing this for the first time, but he's a very experienced professor in terms of doing other study abroad programs around the world, and he really knows how to do them well. In fact, that's one of his areas of expertise in experience design. That's studying tourist sites, concert venues, restaurants, other experiences like that, and figuring out where they're effective, where they could be improved, and even giving feedback to companies and governments on how to improve those things. So we'll get steeped in that, as we're there with him, and kind of get like an insider's view of how these things work, and learn maybe methods for improving them. The courses we're offering are here. Dr. Ward will offer a class called Creating a Good Life, where he takes some of those principles I was just talking about and applies them not just to tourist sites and other commercial experiences, but instead to ways to improve your own life, kind of similar to some happiness studies maybe you've heard of. The courses I'm offering include 2 GE classes, the Western Civ class, number 2, that everyone needs to take. And then one of my areas of, expertise as a teacher and scholar is popular culture, comedy, film, television, things like that. And so we'll do something a little more contemporary, looking at everyday British life and the way that people spend their time in the realms of popular music and live theater, things like that. And then finally, there will be a course offered by the resident director there, Alan Phillips, called Religion and Politics in a Global City. Here are some images of life in the London Center. And this, I think, is a real strength of the program, the opportunity to live in such a cool building in a beautiful part of London. There's something fun too about just living together like this in this big communal way, like we're a massive family where we see each other every day, eat dinner many nights together, and just enjoy getting to know people on a deeper level than you might on other study abroad programs. Or we even have a classroom, at the center of the building that we'll use. A highlight for many students that I've seen, in the past that go on this program is the opportunity to attend and serve in a local branch or ward in metropolitan London. It's a really great way to experience the multicultural nature of the church and the city, and to make some sort of lifelong friends and memorable experiences in that service. A bit more about the surroundings of the London Center. We're right next to Hyde Park, this beautiful green space. You can see in terms of the scale and the beauty it's similar to Central Park in New York City. And then right around the corner, we have this cool neighborhood, Notting Hill. Maybe you've seen it from the movie Notting Hill, with Portobello Road, these colorful buildings. Every weekend there's an open market with food from all over the place and cool things to see, a lot of fun people watching. Here's a sampling of the many excursions we'll go on in the city of London itself. A couple highlights there. Attending an English Premier League soccer game, going to see a play in the restored Globe Theatre. We'll embrace the kind of multicultural side of London. It's a very cosmopolitan city. We'll attend a Sikh temple, a Muslim mosque, and go to some markets in different parts of the city that kind of have a certain kind of ethnic profile to them. I should have mentioned on the earlier slide that we'll go to some musicals like Les Mis and Wicked, and some fun plays as well, some comedies and Shakespearean plays while we're in London. In terms of travel beyond the center, we'll take a coach to the following parts of Great Britain. We'll go up to Scotland for 5 days. We'll head off to Stratford-upon-Avon and Oxford, a beautiful part of northern England called the Lake District. The Isle of Wight on the southern coast of England. We'll visit the Cotswolds, Cornwall, and you'll even get 4 or 5 days to do your own travel, kind of independent of the program in Great Britain, in Wales, Scotland, or England. And we'll give you some pointers on places you can go, and you can maybe go with fellow participants in the program, you know, with friends that you make. Here's some images from the Scotland trip. Remember that Harry Potter train from the movies? We'll actually take that train together. There's Edinburgh. Some images from Stratford-upon-Avon. In the afternoon, there'll be time to go and row on the River Avon. We'll visit the university town of Oxford. Boy, I'm excited about this trip to the Lake District. We get to go to Liverpool and enjoy the Beatles experience there. We'll go on some hikes in the Lake District. You can see what that will be like down below. We'll visit this country estate called Chatsworth that may be recognized from some movie adaptations of Jane Austen's novels. Here are some images from the Isle of Wight, beautiful chalk cliffs. Images from the Cotswolds, including a day or two spent in the city of Bath. And then, images from Cornwall. On the way out to Cornwall, we'll go to Stonehenge and Stourhead. It's a beautiful groomed park, and some sites along the southern coast of England. Finally, you can look forward to taking a 1-credit intro prep course this next winter, where we'll learn about the best ways to get the most out of a study abroad experience, how to travel ethically, and maybe learn a bit about English cultural history so that we hit the ground running once we arrive in London. To end, why don't I just show you a video created by a student that went on this program back in the spring of 2019. I should point out that this group went to Paris. That won't be included in this program. Our program will celebrate and focus on Great Britain. So keep in mind that other than the images of Paris, everything here is pretty accurate to some of the things you'll enjoy when you are in London and on some of the travels we'll do. All right. That's it. Send us an email if you have some questions. Hopefully we'll see your application.